What's good, YouTube? It's your boy FX Deco, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time coming across my videos, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Um, Actually, this week was a very tough one. Like on Saturdays, we always do our weekly recap, and this week was a very tough one. Like mentally, it's actually been a very long time that I've been through a very hard week like this one. I even almost blow my account. So, but before we go into the charts, I would like to just have a quick talk with you guys. It's usually very surprising that you see traders come and they try to belittle psychology and discipline in the game, and most times they talk about strategy, and they try as much as they can to make psychology and discipline seems like it's not a big part of trading, whereas it's like I don't want to give it so much hype or something, but it's actually very important when it comes to becoming a profitable trader. For you to actually have consistent growth in terms of your equity curve, you have to be disciplined, manage your risks very well, and mind and try as much as you can to use your mind over market. Yeah, your mind have to be aware of what is going on in the market. Now this week was kind of very tough because what happened, it actually took me by surprise, and before I could actually realize what was going on, I had already taken 3 trades, which is unlike what I do. Most times I'm taking just 1 trade or 2 trades for the day. And now it's not actually because I took 3 trades that was actually the problem. It's the reason behind me taking those trades that is actually the problem. Now on Monday, I did come to the market and I saw a good setup, of which I entered that setup, and the setup went 1:1 and then stopped me out. And then on Tuesday, I did not take any trade, but there was a news, and my setup did show itself both on Nasdaq and on US 30. But I missed out on the first trade in the morning during the London session, and just like the trade I took on Monday, I was like, no problem, these things happen. And when it was New York session, I still missed out on a very big position, which I think that was where everything started. Now, one of the things I love about journaling is that once you journal your trade, you're going to find out where anything went wrong. Because when I'm journaling, I'm not just journaling my strategy, I'm also journaling the thought process, what I was thinking, what I was feeling like before I actually take those positions. And what actually happened was when I came on Wednesday, same thing happened. I missed out on 2 positions, which means on Monday I took 1 position that went a 1:1. On Tuesday, I missed out on a position, 2 positions. On Wednesday, same thing happened. Now, coming on Thursday, I felt the need, and mind you, this was happening without me even knowing. And that is where being aware of your subconscious mind in trading is very important. Being aware of your subconscious mind is very important when it comes to trading, because if you're not aware of your subconscious mind, anything can happen, just a flip and then you're gone. And I think all of this thing accumulated, everything that happened from Monday to Wednesday had actually accumulated. Even though I felt like it was okay, and I was telling myself that it's okay, deep down I felt the need, as in I had a kind of accumulated pain that I felt that the market is actually going to do something for me. It has to actually give me a winning trade regardless, because of everything that I had passed through from Monday to Wednesday. And then I found myself looking for setups that did not even exist on Thursday on Nasdaq and US 30. Like, the market was actually ranging and I should not even be in that trade. But funny enough, I did wait a bit, and the first position I got in was a good position on Nasdaq. It was a buy signal, but I was so afraid of losing money because I had missed out on so many good trades, and the one I was on Monday actually went a 1:1 and then came back to stop me out. So I just felt like, okay, I'm supposed to be winning a trade today. Now, when I entered the Nasdaq trade, funny enough, immediately I entered that trade, it started going to my stop loss. And most times I don't actually close my trade until it hits my stop loss or it hits my take profit. But then I found myself closing that position before it actually hits my stop loss. When it was down like 50% to my stop loss, I closed the position and I start looking for a sell on the same Nasdaq and US 30. Like, it was so crazy, man. Like, funny enough, I'm smiling about it, but I've been very, very angry at myself at everything that actually happened, because I felt that, in fact, I'm way past that level when it comes to trading. I've actually been a break-even trader for a very, very long time, making just little profits from the market. And I think it's because I'm actually trading these accounts online, which is what I actually love, because it did came with some certain level of pressure. But I mean, I have to get myself together and try to do my best here online. There's no certainty that I will pass the challenge, but even if I want to lose the account, I want to lose it honorably, not like one beginner trader. And so that was it. I closed the position when it was down 50% to my stop loss, and I start looking for a sell market instead of waiting for the first trade I take to either hit my stop loss or my take profit. Then I end up entering a US 30 sell, and before I know it, I lose the trade and I enter another position. Like, once you get hijacked here, you're done. Except if for some reason you actually just, you know, find a way to get yourself back in the game, because it happened so fast, and before I know it, I had took like 2 losses. And that was when it came down to me. I was down like, and before I even calm myself down, after that 3 losses, I already put another 2 positions immediately. Like, I already put 2 more positions that would have actually been a disaster. But funny enough, for some reason, I just start talking to myself and I'm like, no, this isn't right. And I'm doing something very, very wrong. And if I don't take care of it now, it's going to be a very, very big disaster. So I was able to just talk to myself and I went out of the position, closed my phone, and just went out of the chart automatically. Now, funny enough, the first position I actually took that I closed halfway went a 1:3. A 1:3 that would have actually put me in good profit, at least break even with that account. Man, it was like, this week it wasn't for the week. It wasn't for the week. For me, it wasn't for the week. I just got hijacked, like, mentally, and it just bring me to the reality of trading. You know, most times if you've just been like very, very calm and taking your trades, it start looking as if you're just that you're above some kind of mistakes. But then the market still remember you that it is what it is, you understand? And the market does not owe you anything, and it can choose to do whatever it wants to do at any time. Now let's go to my chart. Let me show you guys how the trades were.
Okay, so welcome to my chat, and this was actually the setup I took on Monday, and I actually took this setup on during the London session, and the trade was a good setup, even though, like I said, US 30 and Nasdaq has just been ranging. If you check the daily, it has just been ranging in a particular zone for quite some time now. And I really do well in much in the market, and this is the 4 hours, and you just realize that it has been at a particular position for some time now. So I did enter this position that was actually running in profit. At some point, this market went down to like 1:1, like 1:1, which was like 100 USD, and then it started coming back up. And now I held this position till it was the New York session, and there was a red folder news, Powell brief, and this was when the market was like going back, like it was just pulling back after hitting a 1:1, and like I waited it out and see what it could be. But normally I had my stop loss already, so there was nothing to be afraid of, because my stop loss is already there and I've already determined my risk. So whatever happens, and it took a while, and that is it there. It hit my stop loss, and that was a loss on Monday. It was a loss on the account on Monday, which now make me to be down $200 on the 20K challenge account. But then something crazy happened. While I was actually making this video, market actually break out of that zone. That was on Tuesday, because I was making this video on Tuesday. Let's check. Okay, this is US 30, like the market break. Look at the 4 hours. Let me go to a smaller time frame, the 1 hour. The market break down, like the CPI move was crazy. Like Crazy move like how many thousand pips? Whoa. Both on Nasdaq too, it's not just on US 30. Both Nasdaq, US 30, S&P 500 actually broke down. But I don't trade S&P 500, it's just US 30, Nasdaq and gold. And look at that move. The move is crazy. And this was actually the move I was waiting for on Monday. This was actually what I wanted the market to do on Monday. But I guess there wasn't enough volume. Because most times on Monday, they're not the volume is kind of a bit slow. But so guys, let's see what actually happened. And like I said, it was a very, very, very rough week. These are actually the pairs I trade, like all of you guys know, mainly US 30, Nasdaq, and gold. And let's go to my history so you guys can see how everything played out. Now, first off, let's look at the PNL, and you will see that we're actually down 500 USD on this particular account. We are down 500 USD, and most of these losses were not actually worth it. Most of them just happened this week. Like all of them, most of them, the 3 positions that I lose this week were not really even worth it at all. And let's go to the first one. The first one was actually this NAS buy. And this NAS buy was actually a very, very good trade. Like, it was just a very good trade, but my reasons for going out of the trade and entering the trade was kind of wrong. I entered the trade because I really, really want profit. Like, I was so convinced that the market actually owed me something, which was where the error happened. And given the fact that on Monday, I did took a loss. On Tuesday, I missed that 2 position. On Wednesday, I missed that 2 positions. I think everything accumulated and started making me to make some psychological mistake, which is actually what I'm telling you guys about, that you have to be in total control of your subconscious mind. You understand? Because these things happen so fast, and before you find yourself, you have already make a very, very huge mistake. And this is a NAS buy here, and I take a 100 USD loss. And you see this one, this is the US 30 sell that I entered for no just reason. I closed the NAS buy and then went on and just, took this US 30 sell. Before you know it, I was on another position. I took another loss, and this was where everything could have actually just been ruined. If you look at the other last 3 positions, there were 3 positions, and that was NAS 100, NAS 100, NAS 100. 3 positions, and I entered once. I just wanted to make back my profit and make the PNL. Else, anything that wants to happen, let it happen. And that was when I actually came to my senses, and I was like, boy, what's going on? This is not you, and this is not really trading. And funny enough, I was able to talk myself out of it, and then I closed all of this position at break even. I closed all of them, and I was happy I did, not because it actually later went to loss. No. In fact, these NAS positions went to my position, to my TP. These NAS positions went in profit 1:2. But my reasons for closing it was what I was actually proud of. Like I said before, I said that actually bad losses and good losses. And trust me, you don't want to be taking bad losses, or let me say taking bad wins, because you also have bad wins and good wins. You understand? If you take bad wins, in the future you're going to do something more stupider than what you just did to make that few bucks. So this was actually it, and man, next week we go back and we try to get everything in place, get our psychology. I did not take any other trade, like I told.
So welcome back, and you guys actually see what it was like. It was a disaster, man. It was a complete disaster. I was just lucky enough that I got myself out of that condition, that hijack, because what it would have even take is not actually losing the whole drawdown. Had it been I just hit the daily drawdown, that account would have been gone. Serious. Had it been, and when stuff like this is happening, you won't even remember that there's something like daily drawdown. until you just get the alert that you've breached it and it's done. But I think we're going to come next week and try to do our best and know if we can actually get the account up. Like, I don't want to be so concentrated on actually making profit on that account or going to break even. I just want to focus on the one good trade and one good trade, because that is all we can actually do. The probability is left for the strategy to actually prove itself that it is actually profitable. Now, if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and see you in my next video. Peace out.